Welcome back, everyone. Time for another online rant. And we're going to be tackling more entertainment, specifically addressing the issue within Disney since it seems like they just cannot catch a break with its movies and marketing. The main reason why I'm bringing this up is because Disney's most recent movie, Wish, has been out for a while and lately has been catching the eye of many people. Many are going on to say that its story is just plain out bad, along with the fact that its marketing has done nothing to get people hooked on it. It seems like it's been an issue that Disney has been facing for a while, since its previous film, like Strange World, faced the same issues with its marketing and caused it to flop in the box office. Another example from the Pixar department where the marketing failed was for its recent movie Elemental, which had the similar issue of having poor marketing, and they had to resort to solving this with using social media memes to save it from its graveyard. This got me thinking, if Disney is really falling apart, since it doesn't seem like it's only their movies that's failing, but some people seem to think that any franchise that is touched by the big mouse seems to also be underperforming lately. So I decided to do some investigation the best way I could by harassing some college students at the local college I'm at to find a more definitive answer. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this content and you want to see more. Do you have any opinions on the newest Disney movie, Wish?
Personally, I haven't seen it, so I can't really formulate an opinion on it. But from what I've heard, it's really bad. It's like really bad and pathetic. But personally, I have not seen any advertising on it outside of like maybe one ad on like TikTok, and I didn't really know about it until then.
I think it's a interesting movie. However, it seems really bland because they're using the standard Disney princess theme, which they've kind of used like 15 times by now.
I have not seen it nor been in the loop about it.
Do you think that it deserves the amount of criticism it has right now?
From what I've seen clips of it, yes, because it's like a pathetic, like, personally I think, and a lot of people agree with me on this, it's an attempt at a Lin-Manuel Miranda styled choreography for a movie. It's just pathetic, and it sucks at it. The songs are terrible for a musical.
It mostly deserves the criticism that it's getting because while it does have some new elements with like a family relation problem, mainly concerning with her father, and there's kind of a dilemma with the use of power. Overall, it's kind of just the standard Disney princess theme where there's magical talking animals and musical elements, and that's about it.
I feel like, yeah, that's valid. If you're a multi-million-dollar company, you don't have much to lose when you're trying to make new products.
Why do you think Disney's formula doesn't work anymore?
I feel like Disney's formula doesn't work anymore because the audiences that they're catering to are, you either have the Disney adults who grew up on Disney and their needs aren't being met. There's a new audience which is their needs aren't being met, or they're trying to do too much at once without trying to pick an audience. It feels like they're all over the place, and it seems like mainly due to like the treatment of their writers and their animating staff, you can see the quality going downhill.
I think their formula doesn't work anymore because they don't change it whatsoever. While they may change like the issues involved, it's basically the same standard pacing, almost the same length every single time. There's always almost the same amount of musical themes and scenes, and it just seems like people are getting tired of it.
People aren't watching enough cable for their advertisements to be exposed, and they can't really buy advertisement time on other streaming platforms because it wouldn't make sense. I think they need to go back to advertising the theaters, which they have not been doing.
Sorry to cut the interviews a little short, but a lot of my interview snippets got their audio just removed, and I couldn't figure out a way to solve it in time. But a majority of the information that I was able to get from these little snippets I could show gave me a good idea of what's going on with Disney, since like everyone I interviewed hadn't seen the movie, including myself, but still had a pretty good idea of what people have been saying about Wish, at least for like the majority consensus, because social media does its thing, and if people don't like something, especially if it comes from Disney, they're gonna be vocal about it. And I think this is a good point to make, because even though like they don't have like a good valid way to say they like the movie or not, they can like spread the word of like people not liking movies and stuff like that because it's not good, and it gives a bad impression on other people who might be interested, because now they might not want to watch it, which I think is probably valid to show in interviews, because it shows what type of people are trying to watch these movies and what type of mindset you're trying to go into if you want to really review a movie and be unbiased. But overall, I think Disney needs to just update its formula to appeal for a more modern and also just like a new generation, since I think they're just trying to use their old formula, which isn't working anymore. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to have a good reason to talk about Disney and, interview some people and see their opinions about it, because I've been seeing a lot of people lately hating on Disney, and I just wanted to join that train because it seems like kind of fun to just, like, put in my 2 cents to talk about Disney.